Billy Blanks, Stefan and Dan Cortez. Of course, we're talking about Ecuadorian rapper and singer Gerardo's 1991 hit, Rico Suave. The song topped the charts, but does this Latin hip-hop lady lovin' tune fall under the category of wonder or blunder? Listen as we dig into the details. Hey, Aaron.
Hey, Lori.
So, I've been thinking about some things, and
Sure.
before we walk down the aisle together, there's probably some questions I should ask and get answers to. And why wouldn't I have this
I've been
recorded?
surprised more questions have been asked.
What is the price you would pay to be a gigolo?
To be a gigolo?
Yeah.
That, man. Don't want to be a gigolo. love of my life. Is that the right answer?
That's incorrect. Especially when you're thinking about, being suave or like Rico Suave. I don't think you can even say
I can
that
say that.
much.
They're not going to get our goddamn money. I can say that much.
We don't have any.
We've been very good. Yes. Today, Gerardo, 1990 hit Rico Suave.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, but I can't say the other. I can say them separate with
That's all
seconds.
you can say.
Yeah. They're probably still going to come after us for some money.
Yeah. This song was not one I would have picked to talk about.
So out of all the wonders and blunders, this is definitely one of the first blunders that we are covering. Generally, even some that floated in between that were palatable, I didn't have a big issue with. This is probably the first one that we've covered where I do not like this song.
Yeah, I mean, I am not a huge fan of the song. I can't tell you that growing up I ever was a fan and listened to it a lot. I have heard it before this. I was disappointed that I had to listen to it again to talk about it, but I don't know, that's my own doing. So as Aaron mentioned, this song by, is it Gerardo?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if it was like a Geraldo situation. So if it's like
Geraldo.
Geraldo. And again, that's my not being wise.
When he's not doing talk shows, Geraldo.
Would that be amazing? Oh my God,
shit.
That would have changed everything.
This song
about
would be the
song.
best wonder if it was Geraldo singing Rico Suave.
But it's Gerardo.
You want to know what my first memory of the song was?
I guess.
So again, we will talk about this. So a lot of the one-hit wonders and blunders that we talk about revolve around, the first couple decades of MTV, because, that's when the singles were king. There was a show on MTV called The Grind, and it was a workout show.
What?
Yeah. There was these people that did basically workout
and then you could watch it and
but
then
they would have
work out to it. Did you just say workout arrangements?
Yeah. I don't know what they're called, but because they weren't videos because you were watching them on TV, but it was it was so weird.
We're gonna lift weights today, or
it wasn't weights. It was more like it was more
dance.
like Billy Blank's typo.
Sure. But it wasn't Billy. We're not.
No, sorry. Yeah, we're not gonna put you in the same bucket as Rico Suave.
Geraldo.
But they would always play the newest dance music.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I have never heard of this before.
Yeah. Yeah, there was actually, and this is going to bug the shit out of me if I can't remember it, but there was a Stefan from SNL. You know how they would always put in a name?
Sure.
One of the names they put in there was a guy who was always on The Grind, and he was like the guy. And
okay.
it made me laugh a bunch. I will figure out by the end of the show who that was.
Okay.
And I will let you guys know.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
I don't have a vivid memory of this song.
Yeah.
Again, like I remember I've heard it before, but there was not one thing that stood out to me of like, oh, I used to listen to this when. Never had that situation. Like Aaron mentioned, this song was a single in 1990 by Gerardo. It peaked at number 7 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1991. It reached number 2 on Hot Rap Singles, and then just some other places where it fell in line. It was number 100 on VH1's 100 Greatest Songs of the 90s, which VH1, come on. And it placed number 9 on VH1's 100 Greatest One-Hit Wonders. My favorite list that it was on, it was number 37 on Blunders' list of 50 worst songs ever.
Yeah, it's not great, and I figured out his name.
Oh, yeah, what is it?
Dan Cortez.
Oh, yeah, he was a huge
like MTV,
MTV
bro.
guy.
So he'd always be like,
sure.
"This is Dan Cortez. Welcome to The Grind." And then they'd be like,
okay, so
yeah, that's all we can say.
Great.
It's less than 3 seconds. But anyway, that was kind of leading me to talk about during that time, like dance, house, trap, whatever kind of dance music was humongous. Like we're talking about the biggest singles were like CNC Music Factory, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, which wasn't rap. It was a dance song with, Marky Mark rapping on top of it. Yeah. So I feel like you could put a polished turd as long as it had the housing of dance music, and you probably had a good chance of having, somewhat minimal success at what you were doing at that time.
So you're calling Gerardo a polished turd?
Yes.
Wow.
Gerardo, if you're listening to our podcast.
That's unfortunate.
I'm sorry, man.
Wow. Really hitting him where it hurts. So I mean, you can after this talk a little bit about what happened musically.
Sure.
From a marketing standpoint, this was a butthole of a situation. So I kind of looked at the music video and what was happening there and maybe why it caught on. So if you watch the music video, and we'll post a link, Gerardo is in tight jeans. He's not wearing a shirt, and he's in a leather jacket. So he also has some male backup dancers that are fully clothed. So I think that the focus is on him and his situation until it comes to the ladies. And then, like any early 90s video, you're seeing women who are barely wearing clothes, dancing around, thrusting around. And I think that goes to just what was happening in the 90s and also what the song is about. He talks about like how he isn't addicted to drugs or alcohol, but his only addiction is women. So what else are they going to portray in the music video but women?
I feel like that is the douchiest pickup line ever.
Yeah.
Like if you saw a chick at the bar and you're like, you know what, I just don't do drugs and I don't drink, but you know what I'm really addicted to?
Yeah, I think that just deserves like a punch directly in the throat. But it was the early 90s, so I guess it was fine at the time.
You want to hear what Wikipedia says about his music video?
Sure.
This video consists of the singer and 2 backup dancers squatting in front of a skyscraper. Near the end of the video, he takes his jacket off.
Yeah, that basically sums up how exciting it was. From what I could tell in the research I did, the song wasn't featured in any ads or TV shows other than it was on MTV, so it faded really quickly. One thing of note that I thought was enjoyable, the song came out in, 1990? In 1992, Weird Al did a parody called Taco. Grande,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
I thought was pretty great. And then it was featured in a skit on SNL. So
Yeah.
it did have a little bit of a life, but it faded pretty quickly.
You know who is in that Weird Al video?
Who?
Cheech Marin from Cheech and
Oh,
Chong.
yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
So, okay. I don't want to just hammer on this song and video and Gerardo without giving a little bit of props to him. To be honest with you, at this time, 1990, he's probably one of the first Latin American artists who made it onto MTV. So you got to give him something for that. Nobody was doing full Spanish verses like he was.
No one was doing full leather jacket without a shirt underneath except Dan Cortez.
Yeah. I mean, those are, yeah. But still, I mean, he was...
No, nothing against Gerardo.
No,
I mean, he had an opportunity and took it. Nothing against him.
No, we are strictly talking, if this existed at any time. This is just, the quality of the song. But I just want to go out and put it out there that props for him for being one of the first Latin American artists on MTV and doing... I mean, from my memory, probably one of the first videos with full Spanish verses. So do not want to take that away from Gerardo at all. But Gerardo, this song is garbage. I'm sorry, man. It's not great.
If you can hear the whining in the background, that is our dog, because she also is not a fan of the tune.
So we have a dog named June Bader Ginsburg, and we've always said that she was Pinky of Pinky and the Brain because that's kind of her vibe. Did you?
And we have another dog. Do not leave Sophie
her name
out.
is Sophie, and she's more Brain.
Sophie Danger.
But Lori, did you know there was a Pinky and the Brain episode?
I did, and I left it out because it was upsetting to me.
Where Brain created a new alter ego for Pinky named Pinky Suave.
I did, yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty amazing. So, I mean, I guess on the whole span of thing, I'm sure during the course of this, we're going to cover more dance songs that rocketed at the top of the charts because of the era they were brought up in. And when you really break it down, nuts and bolts, it tends to be a piece of trash. But, on the surface, it probably was more palatable at the time. This is probably one first of many. So,
all right. I don't know what else. We don't want to tear the guy.
This is going to be a mini episode just because you can't get too deep into it. But I will say,
so ranking from, we're gonna go on Rico Suave's term, leather jacket. Completely open, full, showing his chest because you love it, or is that a jacket zipped so tight to the neck that he can't even move?
What does what mean?
I just said if the jacket's fully open and you're loving his chest, you love the song,
okay,
or you want it fully zipped to shut that song up.
You know what? I'm an open-minded person. I'm gonna give it a 3/4 zip.
Oh, that's
a 3/4.
Let him have some wind.
I'm gonna give him a little bit again because I feel like he was a trailblazer in the Latin American community in the early '90s for doing what he does. So I'm gonna give
3/4 zip.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him that for the song itself. That's why it's as much close as it is. Yeah.
I'm judging just on the song itself and the marketing capabilities. That's a full zip for me. If it could zip up over my head, that would be appreciated too. Nothing against Gerardo at all. I hope he's doing well. The song for me, not great. The lyrics, not great. The video, like any other 90s video, really not doing a whole lot for women empowerment. Just not a great situation. It did a little bit, got some parodies, faded quickly, as did this episode.
Yeah. Let's go get a taco grande.
Oh my God.
All right, guys. Well, thanks so much. please check below. You can see the video to this song or a link to it. And please subscribe and let us know what songs you'd like to hear. We'll talk to you soon.
Sayonara.
Bye.